Hey friends of YouTube, this is Rabbi speaking, and before I get into this review, I just want to give you this quick update. My apartment is coming together. If you haven't seen like the last 2 videos ago, something like that, 2 videos ago, I talked about how I just got an apartment. It's coming together. You can see some posters in the background, so I'll do a room tour later on this. Like, that'll be a separate video, but for now, let's talk about this anime right here. And another thing though too, I kind of look a bit sweaty. I mean, I'm not really that sweaty, but I guess that has something to do with the lamp I put right here, so... But now that we got that out of the way, let's just dive into this anime right here, Big O. So Big O, it's a little hard to describe what Big O's about, other than the fact that it's a bit similar to Batman. You see, we all know what Batman's about. A guy dresses up as a bat to fight crime. And Big O is a bit similar to that, though. I mean, there are differences, of course, but here's the thing, though. Big O is about this one guy who fights in a mech suit, and he's also called the Negotiator. He tries to help people. He has a butler. He has a sidekick. He has these villains that he fights against. So, and he's rich too. So you have all these similarities to Batman at this point. But other than that, though, there are differences to this anime right here. You see, this is not just some ordinary city. This is a futuristic city. It kind of has a dystopian feel to it, a dystopian future. And another thing about it, though, is that according to legends, people lost their memories 40 years ago. So we do not know why. One of the things that really stands out to me when it comes to the animation is the backgrounds, though. Like, it really reminds me of the Batman animated series. And what I mean by the Batman animated series, I mean like from the early 90s. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that show. I mean, it's pretty well remembered at this point. But one of the things that really makes this show stand out, like I said before, is the animation. And not just with the background animation as well, though. The character designs, they have kind of a comic book feel to it, if you may say. It has a combination of maybe a little bit of anime and also some Western animation, though. It shows that the people working on this, they're not just trying to create an ordinary anime. They're not just trying to make it look like any other anime. They're trying to make it maybe have that Batman feel, though. I mean, I'm trying so hard not to talk too much about Batman in this review, but sometimes you can't help it when it comes to the similarities. You just can't. As we get further into the animation, we have to talk about the mech fights, though, the mech suits. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, though. I have only seen a handful of mechas. Darling in the Franxx, Evangelion, I did a review on that. Genlock, another anime I did a review on. But not other mechas. I still need to watch more mechas, though. I have some on my list. But I was happy to see this, though. The fights, though. That's another highlight to this show, is the mech fights, though. Now onto the characters, though. The main character himself, Roger Smith, the Negotiator. And I don't mean like Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Negotiator, as General Grievous would put it. I mean like Roger Smith, the Negotiator. Now, the only problem I have with Roger Smith, though, is that even though he's the Negotiator, we don't see him negotiate a whole lot, though. I mean, basically what being a negotiator means is that sometimes he'll help pay for ransoms or other jobs like that, though. But he's not... That's all he does, though, when it comes to being a negotiator, though. But that doesn't make Roger Smith a bad main character. In fact, he's a great main character. I already said that he's a bit similar to Batman, where he's rich. But I'm not going to get further into that, though. I mean, I already talked about that. But other than that, though, I mean, I already said he was the negotiator. He also has a code, though. Like, he'll do, like, this code thing. Like, I don't hit women, or I always try to help the elderly, though. Or I use fighting as a last resort. And, yeah, that's usually the case, though. Like, because we all know he gets in the mech suit, though. That's pretty much a last resort for him, though. And another thing about his character, though, is that he is trying to figure out his past a bit, though. I mean, he's not, like, totally obsessed with it, but he still tries to figure it out a bit, though. Like, where did I come from? Who am I? And one last thing to talk about when it comes to Roger Smith is that he is voiced by Stephen Bloom, the same guy who voiced Spike in Cowboy Bebop, though. If you enjoyed the English dub in Cowboy Bebop, you may enjoy the English dub in this show right here, Big O, because he tries his best when it comes to Roger Smith, though. I do like the voice acting in Cowboy Bebop a bit better, but it's still good in this one, though. So just before I get into the rest of the characters, see if you can watch the English dub, though, because the English dub is not bad. It's good. Then you have Dorothy, though. A lot of people really enjoy Dorothy, though. They enjoy this character, this emotionalist android that just looks like this human playing the piano, which, by the way, she does a good job. And I really enjoy her character a lot, though. It's not too much that she's emotionalist, though. I mean, she does start off emotionalist, though. But when she tries to talk to you, when she tries to express emotion, though, she can't help but still sound like a robot, though. So when she's like, I love you, or, ah, she's trying to express emotion, though. And you never see her smile. You never see her smile once. So, even though she's not smiling, she is still happy. And over here you have Alfred. Just kidding. This is Norman. This is Roger's butler. Of course, the difference between Norman and Alfred is the eye patch. But other than that, though, is there any other differences? I don't know, but I will say this, though. Norman's role, though. Every time that Roger gets done with a mission, Norman has dinner made. I mean, you have to make dinner for the main character. Every time the main character is done, he has to have dinner. So, who better way to do that than Norman himself? But nah, though, Norman's a cool character, though. I mean, I enjoy Norman a lot. And then you have Angel, who might be the Catwoman of this series, though. I mean, of course, differences. But Angel, though, I mean, she kind of serves as that love interest, this mysterious love interest that Roger doesn't really know too well. So, I mean, yeah, you kind of see the similarities, though. Another thing about Angel, though, is that she is trying to find her memories. Well, I don't know if it's like her memories per se, though, but she's trying to find the memories of what the town was like back then, on what it was like 40 years ago, before everybody lost their memories, though. She's just obsessed with finding out what happened, though. I mean, we kind of need a character like that, though, that's kind of obsessed with it, though. Roger, like I said before, he's not too obsessed with it, though, but Angel, she really inspires him to go after his past. And then you have Colonel Dawson, though. Another thing, though, before I continue with this character, is that the military and the police are apparently the same thing, though. Okay, now that I got out of that way, let's continue. So, Colonel Dawson, though, he's the head of the police, so you could think of him as Commissioner Gordon. He also has a bit of a history with Roger, though. With another thing, though, about Roger, though, he was also part of the military police, so he and Dawson are pretty much friends, though. I mean, Dawson has a bit of a past, though. I mean, you have an episode where it just stars Dawson, though. I mean, I think that's pretty cool, though, where Dawson kind of had his own episode, though, where you had an episode that didn't really focus too much on Roger, though. I mean, I remember, though, I was watching this episode, and I was like, I mean, are we going to see Roger soon, though? I mean, but it was still interesting, though. It was still interesting to see that Dawson carried the torch for this episode, though. So, it makes you care for Dawson as a character even more. Another thing I want to talk about, though, is the music, though. The background music, though, it has a bit of a jazz and everything like that. Like when Roger Smith is driving his car, you'll hear some jazz going on in the background. And then the music can be uplifting sometimes, though, like when Roger Smith gets into the mech suit. It'll feel like that superhero moment, though, where the superhero finally shows up. I don't know if I can describe it to you guys, though, but that's the vibe I get. And now to the openings, though. The opening music. The first opening, I kind of liked a bit better, though. The second opening, it's good too, but I don't know. It just wasn't that catchy, though. I mean, like I said before, I did enjoy it, though. Like, I did enjoy Big O. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was an okay song, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. I do like the ending theme better, though. Like, the piano at the ending credits, though. That, to me, though, is the right way to end every episode, with that piano solo. Like, I just imagine Dorothy on the piano just doing that. Like, it's just peaceful. It's soothing. Okay, I talked about a lot of good stuff, though. I mean, I did say the ending theme is better than the opening themes, though. I'm not saying that was a flaw, though. So, are there really any flaws I have with this show, though? Well, yeah. And it is the ending. Now, I don't dislike the ending that much. However, I had a hard time understanding it, though. Like, I feel like even if you watch the ending twice, though, you still don't get it. You don't get it at all, though. I mean, I do plan on rewatching this show, like, later in the future. Like, it's that good of a show, though. But the ending, though, like, that very last 5 minutes, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not trying to get into spoilers, though. And even if I could get into spoilers, though, I couldn't even describe it that well for you. Like, I just couldn't. If you're one of those people that wants an ending where it answers all the questions, if you want an ending that just wraps things up for you pretty good, yeah, it might be a bit disappointed, though. Like, personally, I don't let an ending ruin a really good anime for me, though. Like, Big O, great. I just wanted more answered, though. Like, I want some things answered, though, because it just caused so many questions for me, though. Like, I was like, okay, so we're never going to find out about this. This is 26 episodes. This anime is pretty fast to watch, though. You can pretty much watch this in maybe a week, maybe less if you're a very serious binge watcher. Now, this is tricky to rate, though. You guys, if you've watched some of my earlier videos, though, when I do reviews, you guys know I do something out of 10, though. Like, this is a something out of 10. For this anime, I think for now, just for now, I might give it an 8 out of 10, though. This is definitely an anime that I need to rewatch, though, but that'll be for another time, though. So for now, this is an 8 out of 10, though. That ending was just, it just left me confused. It left me confused, and I'm not going to go too much into the ending right now, though. I already said what I had to say about the ending. But everything else about this show, though, the animation, the characters, the fights, and that piano music solo, though, it just makes me really enjoy this show a lot, though. And if this didn't suffer from unanswered questions, this would have been a much more appreciated anime, I think. So, but some people like those endings, so maybe you're one of those people that likes those endings. Let me know in the comments down below, though. Have you watched this? Have you not? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure to subscribe so that way you get more videos like this every time I upload. I'm Rob A, and may the anime force be with you.